Peace. This is about flat Earth. It's only recently that I discovered how conditioned I'd been through the education system in the schools and the TV, and how biblically the description of the Earth is a flat Earth. When we look at books, particularly like the Book of Enoch and another scripture I've recently come across, which is called the Apocalypse or the Vision of Paul, is describing a flat Earth. So I looked at a lot of videos about the flat Earth, and I realised it was true that basically we've been conditioned to believe the Earth is a globe, globe-shaped. So behind me here we've got the Mediterranean Sea, and obviously because of there's no terrain, it's just water. You can see with the naked eye a flat surface. Now what the science theorists say is that because the Earth is so enormous you can't actually see the curvature, but if we rely on our senses, it will tell us that not only is the Earth flat, but also that it is stationary, not moving. Some good evidence I recently came across for this is that if you take a flight, it takes exactly the same length of time to go to the destination as to return from the destination, and that would be impossible if the Earth was moving, because you would be having to travel against the movement of the Earth. Another evidence I saw recently is that the southern hemisphere shows that the Earth is flat, because people who've taken compasses on these long distance flights, for example between Chile and Australia, the compass that they took, that they had, was pointing a totally different direction to the flight simulation software, which the flight software is working on the so-called global Earth. The global Earth is basically a very old pagan ideology. The scripture I've recently read between a pagan ideologist called Apion, who was having a debate with Clement, who was the second bishop of Rome. Definitely not a pope, although they call him a pope, but he was the bishop, the apostolic bishop of Rome. And basically Apion describes the pagan ideology, which was that nature basically creates itself and it's a ball-shaped Earth, and these four elements come together and create what we live amongst, which is dismissed by Clement as like a pagan backwards ideology. So basically what I've come to understand is that they're using this science to package paganism to resell it. Rather than tell you we're going back to paganism, they are, like I said, recycling pagan ideology and telling you that this is science, we've proved it. And I could never work out why the moon landing was fake. You can see that there is fakery involved in the moon landing when you see the video, plus the fact that the ship that they land on looks like something out of a pantomime made out of tinfoil and cardboard. But I believe that basically they filmed that somewhere like Area 51 in Nevada, and I think the whole reason behind the perpetrated fraud was to show from the moon that the Earth is a ball shape. A lot of this ideology, again, is like a Nazi style re-education into paganism, away from Christianity. The biblical scriptures will show that the Earth is flat. Again, in Genesis, God created the firmament to separate the waters above from the waters below. So when you look at the sky being blue, you can see that the sun illuminates and shines its brilliant light to shine on the waters above and below. You can see behind me it's shining on this amazing blue colour of the Mediterranean, and it's also shining on this dome-shaped firmament above, showing that the waters above, this is where the rain comes from. So yeah, basically the flat Earth model when you interpret scriptures such as the Book of Enoch, where it talks about going to the ends of the earth, there is no end on a ball. You just keep going and going. Whereas on a kind of plate-shaped flat earth, you can go to the outer limit of the earth. And basically, if you think about the land masses, South America, South Africa, Australia, Australasia, which are at the ends of the earth, what they call the South Pole doesn't even exist. There is no magnetic south, it's a complete fabrication. The North Pole is at the centre, with Polaris, the North Star, above it, and the land masses sprawl out and go to the ends of the earth from this. So Enoch, basically in the Book of Enoch, he's taken with the angel Uriel, and he shows him the ends of the earth and the things that are contained therein. Basically, the ends of the earth, beyond what they're calling this South Pole, is an abyss, and places of fire and lava and such things. And we've been basically conditioned and contained within this pagan ideology, this global earth. Paganism, which is obviously now you're dealing with this global warming myth, and save the planet, where the actual scripture says that he's going to destroy and create a new heaven and a new earth. So it's obvious that all these things that are contained within the world, that have been spread by TV, the education system in schools, mass media, etc., are a deception of the devil to control your mind and manipulate your mind, because you cannot understand flat earth scriptures if you are thinking in a global sense. So as the apostle says, be not deceived by the rudiments of the world, and let no man spoil you by philosophy and vain deceit. And that's exactly what we've been conditioned into from being a small child. We've been sent to school, taught that the earth's a ball shape, taught that if you go up into space there's all these deep-lying galaxies and such things. I just believe that basically NASA's been manipulating computer-generated imagery to bring about its pagan ideology. So, hope you enjoyed the video. God bless, and I hope you agree with me that the earth's flat. When you read the scriptures, it concurs this.